Hi there, and welcome back to Early Years Explorers, the podcast where sticky fingers, story time, and developmental theory all live happily ever after. I'm your host, Afaf Zayden, and today we're going beyond ABCs. That's right, we're skipping past those bright, cheerful alphabet posters and diving into what really builds early literacy. So grab a cuppa, find a favourite beanbag, and let's talk about how to raise little readers and storytellers, starting from day one. Hello! In this first part, we're going to kick things off with a biggie. What is early literacy really? When people hear the term, they often picture preschoolers hunched over worksheets, gripping crayons like they're signing important documents, or maybe being quizzed on the plot of The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Okay, not quite a book report, but you get the picture, right? So what is early literacy? Well, firstly, it's so much more than knowing your ABCs by the age of 4. In fact, it starts long before a child can hold a pencil or even recognise a single letter. Now, according to the National Early Literacy Panel, foundational skills start developing in the first 3 years of life. Yep, years. Not just during that frantic year of kindergarten prep. So think of it like this. Every silly voice you use during story time, every nursery rhyme you chant in the car, every "can you find the red sock" while folding the laundry, that's literacy in action. It's built on language, listening, interaction, and play. Even a sock puppet performance of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, complete with highly questionable bear voices, is laying the groundwork for reading comprehension. Why? Because early literacy is about connection, communication, and imagination. As Newman and Roskes say, children learn language and literacy best through rich, responsive interactions with the people and materials in their everyday world. And honestly, so much of that magic comes through storytelling. When we say this child loves books, it's not just a cute statement, it's powerful. They're building a relationship with language, learning that stories can surprise them, can comfort them, make them laugh, or help them make sense of the world. And if they think that books are fun, well, then you've already won. In this next part, let's break down the real MVPs with the foundational elements that help early literacy bloom. I like to call them the real building blocks. And no, they don't come in a box or require any batteries. The first one, connection beats correction. So here's one that I hear often from children. "Miss Afaf, I goed to the park yesterday." I know you heard it. Even saying it, I can feel my inner self start twitching. See, you need to resist that urge to reach for your internal red pen and jump in to correct them. I know it's hard. It's like a knee-jerk reaction and we're so prone to correcting them. But this is when you need to resist. Instead, try, "Oh, you went to the park? That's awesome. What did you see?" By modelling correct grammar without crushing their spirit or their sentence, you've just boosted their confidence. Think of it as serving veggies with a side of ice cream. Now the next one. Talk is cheap, but super powerful. I mean, have you ever felt like you're narrating your life like a cooking show host? Now we're spreading the butter, and we swirl it and swirl it. That's not weird. That's gold. Self-talk. I'm washing the paintbrushes. And parallel talk. You're stacking blocks so high. Connect words to actions in real time. And there's no flashcards required for this one. Play is storytelling in disguise. If you've ever been cast as the customer with the baby or the chef in a preschooler's play scene, well, congratulations, because you've just entered the world of narrative learning. Through pretend play, children explore dialogue, sequencing, and character development. And honestly, their plot twists, they're way more original than any Netflix show. The next one is repetition isn't boring. It's brain food. I know it makes your brain go gaga sometimes. I mean, reading the brown bear one time, great, that's cute. And then reading it for the 47th time, you've got neural pathways doing their stuff in these children's brains. Repetition helps children lock in vocabulary, rhythm, and print awareness. I mean, of course, you might be losing your grip on reality, but they're gaining the building blocks of literacy, and that's definitely worth it. This brings us nicely into the next part. Literacy in the everyday. Now let's keep it real here, because honestly, this isn't about a Pinterest-worthy book nook that you've created. It's more about dodging a Lego minefield to read The Wonky Donkey for the 12th time. And that's okay. Here's how to sprinkle literacy into everyday life. No perfection pressure required for this one. Read alouds. I call this the curtain call. It's your time to shine. Pretend you're auditioning for a role. Papa Bear has a deep and growly voice. Goldilocks, sweet but suspicious. Baby Bear definitely needs a nap, so he might be a little bit whiny. Use voices, expressions, drama. Kids are learning pacing, tone, and storytelling, all while laughing at your overly committed performance. Rhyme time is brain time. Nursery rhymes and chants might seem old school, but they're literacy gold. They build phonological awareness. Kids start recognizing rhymes and sounds in language, which is crucial for reading later on. So yes, keep those itsy bitsy spiders climbing. Talk like you're hosting a podcast. Narrate your day like they're your curious co-hosts. I'm putting the bananas in a bowl. 1, 2, and 3. Ask open-ended questions. Why do you think the moon follows us in the car? These micro conversations build vocabulary, critical thinking, and conversational skills, and they don't require a single worksheet. Scribbles are sacred. That spiral on a paper, it's not just a doodle, it's a story. Celebrate those early marks, label them. A flying unicorn boat? Amazing. You're showing kids that symbols carry meaning and that their thoughts matter. Make room for their stories. Sit back and say, tell me what happened next. Even if it starts with, once upon a time there was a potato who lived on a trampoline or on a rainbow. You're nurturing narrative structure, sequencing, and creativity. That's literacy, pure and unfiltered. Now, in this final part, this is a gentle reminder not to rush the magic. Early doesn't mean earlier. There's no gold medal for the kid who reads Cat in the Hat solo before their 4th birthday. Trust me. The real goal is to build joyful, meaningful connections to language. If a child sees reading as something cozy, silly, and magical, whether it's with mum, a teacher, or a suspiciously wise puppet named Barry, then we're doing it right. So take it slow. Be silly. Read the book again, even if you know every word by heart and can recite it in your sleep. Because those giggles, those snuggles, and those wide-eyed read it again moments, that's what builds a lifelong love of reading. And just like that, we've gone beyond ABCs. Thanks for tuning into Early Years Explorers. If today's episode gave you a new perspective, a good laugh, or just made you feel a little bit more seen as an early years educator or parent, then my mission's accomplished. Don't forget to follow or leave a review and come back for more early years magic. Until next time, keep those stories flowing and those giggles growing. Bye for now.